GM fam, we are live with Value Vibes podcast with your host Phil X Contreras and Zircon, talking about everything on Solana NFTs, like you know it, the love, the drama, and the vibes. Like what's going on with MonkeDAO? They're still going at it right now. We got some upcoming mints that we're gonna talk about, and we have some other stuff like is staking dumb? Well, we're about to find out. What's going on, Zircon? What's happening, man?
Everything's good, Phil. Not much to talk about this episode, no, other than MonkeDAO drama. We haven't had much updates on the Solana ecosystem on the last couple of days. We have some news on some guy sweeping Claynosaurz, and other than that, we'll see we'll see if anything happens. I was just talking off stream about the CVA data and how we thought we dodged a bullet and it was the opposite thing.
Stop.
Solana actually pumped after the CVA data. I mean, we said it wasn't good news, but apparently it wasn't bad news either. So
Yeah, things will. I mean, things will get interesting there. I mean, we still have Jerome Powell still
yeah,
talking. That will talk eventually about the rates. So I don't know where that's gonna go. Still 25 basis points with the estimations, but will he pull a 50 basis points? Possibly, but not with this data point, with the next month data point. If the next month data
yeah.
point hits 6.3, it moved nowhere. More likely 50 basis points will come. So again, we're gonna have to wait for another upcoming CPI data to
Yeah.
see where the
We'll,
market's going.
we'll have to wait for till the next month to see if we're right this time. I mean, we've been predicting really well the CVA data. So one time we had to miss. I mean, I will give us that credit.
Now it's only been 2 days, so there's still more to come, and we shall see. So, all right,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we
yeah.
have someone called Panic Seller. He Panic Selling. He is what one could say bull on the Claynos. He is a massive bull. He bought a bunch of Claynos this past week. Some say 40, some say 30, and here we got him saying he swept 42 Claynosaurus. I mean, this is insane, man. I haven't seen someone tweet something like this before that they've swept bajillion Claynos out there. What do you think of this? Is this awesome? Is this what do you think? I just want to know your
Yeah.
opinion.
I mean, with projects like this, I'm usually worried about this kind of people because when people buy this much of NFTs, normally if things doesn't go the right way, they start dumping and the floor crashes like crazy. I remember a few days ago with a casino called Chip Funks that finally rugged. A guy bought like 30 of them, thinking he was gonna print money in like a week or so. And once the casino didn't go the way they thought, he started like listing every single one of his NFTs, and the floor crashed like crazy. But since
Yeah.
we're talking about Claynosaurz and the project, I think it's already settled, and in my opinion, is one of the potential blue chips of the future in Solana. I mean, it's really good news that people are interested in buying like a ton of the NFTs. And we're talking about NFTs that are expensive. We're not talking about 1 to 2 Sol NFTs. We're talking about NFTs that are around 25 to 30 Sol in average. So this is really good news for
Yeah.
Playing Source.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you can see. I mean, it's got to be related. This went from 20
Yeah,
Solana. It
for
went all the
sure.
way up to 20 Solana with a soul price of $23. So like, it's just really pumped this thing, and I do think it probably level out at some point.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
I'm personally am bullish on Claynosaurus. I love them. I enjoy their work. I enjoy the product. They introduced their product. They showed their animation skills. They showed their team. They've laid out everything in general for the roadmap. Now, the only thing that I would, you always gotta show the pros and the cons. The cons is it's a new team. This hasn't really been done before,
Mm,
and this could ultimately fail because it's new,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you can't really say it's going to be 100% perfect, but I think that I'm willing to bet on this team.
Yeah.
They just started, and just many people are supporting this project. I like this right here that he swept 42 Claynos, and for me, I do want to get a second one. I've always wanted a second one, but I'm not as big of a bull. I mean, I'm not bull. I'm not as big uh, of a whale as this guy is.
Nah,
So
this guy is insane.
yeah, my whale is one Clayno. So I that's and I just wait and I watch.
Hey,
So
but
eventually,
if it does like at the gods move, sometime on the future they are around like 300 or 400. So I mean, one NFT is more than enough. I wouldn't complain at all. I mean,
oh yeah, you know one thing that I don't want the Claynos to do that I'm actually worried about. Guess what it is? I what I don't want the Claynos to do.
other than
Like,
bridging to another blockchain, that would be really
oh,
bad.
that would suck if they would do that. I mean, my heart would be broken, not from like my personal bag, which is one, but just the idea that it left Solana would really just hurt me because like the gods leaving was kind of something, but well, they didn't leave really because they still have things. They're multi-chain. They're
Yeah,
doing Polygon, they're doing Ethereum, Solana. A lot of people don't really see that, but
you're talking
that's a
more like
big
an
brand.
ooze, like an
Yeah.
ooze
Ooh, oh
move.
my God. Ooze, man. They really. The thing with the ooze is that they left and no one cared. Like
Yeah.
they made an announcement and like if people were like, okay, get
Yeah, it
out of
was like,
here.
oh, that's so bad. Well, okay, let's keep moving.
Yeah,
No one.
pretty much. But what I'm really worried about the Claynos is if they do staking.
Oh,
Staking. C- uh, and a lot of people are gonna disagree with me, but I think staking is gonna hurt the Claynos, honestly. Because then you gotta worry about the token, you gotta worry about its price, you gotta worry about the development of it, you gotta worry about Congress, you gotta worry about regulations. It's just more things that just kind of just ruins that quality of their actual
yeah.
product, which is the actual brand. And that's what scares me is that I don't want them to go that route. And
I'm
speaking about that, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah. I was gonna made a hot take here. For me, staking is the worst thing that can happen to an NFT collection. I hate when projects run staking just because. I mean, because in
Oh,
90% of the times, NFT collections run staking because they need some sort of utility and they think staking is the way to go. And in most cases, staking is pointless. They do NFTs, they do a token that doesn't have a real value because they don't have a liquidity pool related to an exchange or a DeFi. So you cannot like have a price, and the price is decided by the community in famous Fox Federation. So that's the first thing I hate on tokens. That in most of the cases, they say no, community is the one that will give value to the token, and the token is pointless. And the ones that do it, I don't think they do it properly. I mean, we have Cardinal, we have Uter Chaos, we have some sort of NFT collections that had made tokens that have a utility because they have like tools and stuff. But in most cases, they're pointless. So I don't like when NFT collections put on their roadmap, we're gonna do staking because I know that staking is just to put something on the roadmap. I mean, if they put staking or they don't put it, for me, it's the same thing. It doesn't change
yeah.
the value and the utility for the collection if they have staking or not.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Uh, so here's the crazy thing is staking. Okay, so you have NFT projects just in general, just remove staking. 98% are not going to make it, right? If you add staking on it, and stake it separately, 98%, 99% of staking tokens go to zero. So if you add 98% of projects going to zero and then you add another 99% of tokens that these projects has going to zero, it's just doubling up the failure rate. And that's what gets me worried is that, like, if you're
Yeah.
a project and you're like, you're gonna most likely fail, why add staking? Because that's just that's just the ultimate like failure point. And then that's why I was talking about these Claynos. That's what worries me.
Yeah.
God, I hope they don't do it. But for those projects, was only like 1 to 5 projects out there that can do
Yeah.
it. If they do it and they have the NFT project as the golden brand, then it could really work. Like you see the gods, you see
Yeah.
what's that
IO.
Hadeswap with ABC Tios. I
Yeah,
mean,
for me, I mean, it's not bad. It's not wrong that they decide in some point to bring the staking. For me, the thing with the staking is not make it as a rush decision or as one of the main utilities of the collection at the beginning, because you don't have utility. I mean, unless you have a set of tools that you can use by, I don't know, let's say Scalp Empire. Let's say Scalp. I don't know if this is happening. It's probably happening, but let's say you could rent the scalp with the tokens you earn by some NFT.
yeah,
Let's say they co-brand with another, with the gods, let's say, and you can use dust to rent Scalp Empire. You're giving some sort of utility to the token, but other than that, I don't think it's pointless. For me, it's just pointless.
yeah, yeah. I mean, just okay. The first thing that you mentioned was a good point. Was how they just use it to basically just have people not sell their NFTs, and that's really it. I mean, and majority of projects do that.
Yeah,
And in the beginning, when I got in, I used to think staking was like, one of the greatest things. I was like, oh man, my bag's gonna pump. But like, afterwards it just falls and just, literally goes to zero. So I don't I don't know if stake is gonna become a meta. It just seems like it's not dying away anytime soon. I think that they're still probably like working out, the whole space is really trying to figure out how to actually use staking in general. But it hasn't really done much. I mean, the latest is Hadeswap. We're gonna see how Hadeswap plays this out. It's been interesting. I'm actually excited of the
yeah.
innovation, and the youths are going through the points route, which I'm liking. The other thing is taxes. I hate it
Oh,
because of taxes, because in the US, you have to report everything. So it's like almost like daily. Like you have to look at the transactions and like, damn it, the freaking 0.001 cent, and I had to work 2 minutes on getting this right, which is like ruins, in a day, 2 minutes per transaction just really just brings the value of your time lower. So it doesn't really make sense in the end, because your hourly rate is probably higher than putting that transaction. So many things just makes me hate staking. But
yeah.
yeah, we've talked a lot about this, and I think it's time to move. Is it time to move on from staking?
Yeah, I would say so. But
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about Claynos, and then somehow it led to staking, but
yeah,
um, but in general, we'll see how the public reacts to staking in the next year. But anyways, all right. So we have some upcoming NFTs coming out. We have this one called the Bad Boys Mint. What do you think of this just by looking at it right now? Bad Boys. Free Mint, Bad Boys will be our place to learn from each other and exchange alpha information. They have some interesting pixelated art. Now the thing is, it's free, and
yeah.
that's the one thing that's actually pretty cool in general, I would say. What do you think?
I mean, it's hard for me to judge a project that it's a free mint, because it's like they're really, and now with the zero royalties still going on, there's not. I mean, what could you ask to a project that is not gonna get any money out of royalties, and it's not gonna get any money out of the mint?
Oh, it's 3,000 supply. Right now the Discord's at 10,000. Holders will be involved in the plans and decisions on the next projects at the same time that we grow as a united community, one of the largest communities
Yeah.
that helps builds and earns. That's basically it.
Yeah, yeah. I think I heard of the founder a little bit. He's from the Spanish community actually. I just saw him on Twitter. That guy Barrocoin, it's from the Spanish community.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna follow it just because he's an Spanish speaking guy. But I don't. That is more like a Degen play to me. I haven't heard much about this until you mentioned it today. So I'm gonna keep checking it to see if it goes anywhere or if it's just gonna be one more of all the Degen plays I buy as a free mint and so for like point 0.1 so.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's the next one. Slimy. It's called Slimy. This one actually, it's a pixelated art as well. It basically says which maybe someday become more than just pixel art. So that's like the cue. That's like I guess like it could be more. They provide more fun, dodge pixels, maybe more, and it's also free. Uh, right now supply is TBD, mint price well, I mean it's not free. Mint price TBD. And they have discourse at 3,000, and that's basically how it looks like right here. Boom.
Hmm.
Slimy.
I'm checking
Does
right
it?
now. I'm checking at the founder because apparently he's an artist and he has some NFT
Yeah.
collections on Exchange Art. So I'm checking it, but I want to see. I like pixel arts. For me, pixel arts on Degen Place is the way to go. Always, I
Yeah.
like when they don't go like oh, too fancy or like like too hard on making it like real art because most of the times it's or not well done or it needs some polishing. So for me, pixel art is like it's not easier, but it's easier for the eye to just like it, at least on my opinion.
Right. I do enjoy it too. But I just want to see more of this on what they're gonna do.
Mm,
And just just keep an eye on it. Most of these we tend to just keep an eye on what they're doing.
yeah.
Now we have something else, and this is probably the last one. And like I literally
Mm,
go through NFTs, upcoming NFTs, and I don't really show the ones that like are like complete degen. Those are underworld right now. These are like probably like the ones that seem like like
yeah.
they
You don't go with the Solana
people.
monkey pepes. You
Yeah,
try
yeah.
to.
The ones I picked right here are the ones that people actually like the art, or like
Yeah.
there seem to be some traction as people say, okay, it's cool. That's basically that what I'm showing. Now this next one is called the Occult. It's a unique NFT project that aims to bring together people from all walks of life to create a community centered around art and personal wealth growth by utilizing the power of one-on-one art and smaller DAOs.
Nice.
Interesting. 11
Yeah.
mutual fol well, 13 mutual following, supply, price, TBD, all that good stuff.
Nice.
That's how it looks like.
Yeah, this one looks better than the other two that you mentioned. It already has some mutual followings that I like. It's TN over there, one of our alpha colors. So I always the first thing I check on the mutual followers is alpha colors and some some members of the Solana community, like big guys of this or big names of the Solana community, to just pay attention to the project. Not necessarily mint it or try hard for the whitelist, but if it has some mutual followers that are really really okay, I start focusing a little bit more on them because it could be a good mint. I remember back on the day, I'm gonna go like really really back on the past on Liberty Square. I remember talking about Liberty Square like a month before the mint when it had like three mutual followers: Alexander, Frank, and some guy that I don't remember who he was. And I was like,
Yeah.
guys, Frank is already following this project. Don't fade on Liberty Square. It's gonna be good. I remember on the mint day, they didn't do well until Frank posted that he minted like eight of them, like 1 minute or 30 seconds before closing the whitelist phase because people wasn't minting. So I always try to focus on these kind of projects that had good mutual followings before the mint, like
Right.
like a month or so before.
We also have one of the commenters, Jared. He said, "Hey boys, what good content? What are your thoughts on the two new projects, Yugi BAO and Degen Legend?" So I guess we can look through that. We can see what they are. What's going on,
Sure.
Jared? Thanks for the comment there. Let's look at it real quick. I did hear of Degen Legends, but I actually haven't even looked at their actual Twitter and see if we can find that real quick.
Yeah.
While I'm looking at this one, I guess if you want to look at the Yugi one and try to find it.
Yeah. Give me a
All right,
sec.
so I got Degen Legends here. It's Web3 gaming DAO marketing for Web3 games, esports, loading, backed by Solana Ventures. Oh, I think we did talk about this.
Yeah, we talk
Yeah.
about Degen Legends.
Oh no,
It,
I
we,
minted this. I minted
you actually minted, and Soul Investor pre-sale bought the pre-sale that is like vested for 1 month. So, I mean,
I like how I was like, oh, I don't think I heard of this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I did mint this. Yeah, okay, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this is an insane community. When we looked at this before, we went through the actual website. We can look through it again. It's not bad to look at it again, see where they're at. I still have that NFT in my wallet.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing. It's in there somewhere. Okay, so we have right now these tweets. When you see this guy in a Web3 game, run. All right. And then we have holders free rolls are back. Check holes announcement in Discord. Pretty cool. Okay. So that they're dropping tweets every so often. It's not like Toys R Us where they drop like once every 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
the art reveal happened as well around February 13. Okay, cool. And we have the website here with everything that they have going on. Stake for Legend. Let's look at the
Yeah,
actual
I
price
was
right here on
I
the.
was checking the price and the art. I mean, I'm really bullish on what they're building, but I have a couple of things to say about this.
Yeah.
The floor price wouldn't be like the worst. I mean, it's really low, but if you consider what they are building, it wouldn't be a bad entry around this price. I mean, they've been dropping like crazy. Not financial advice as always, but I
Yeah.
don't like the art. That's the thing that's bothering me a lot. I've seen
Uh,
NFT collections like look similar and way better than this one.
this
I don't
this
like it.
this almost looks like the calls, the art. I think
No, I think you're
is it the
confusing.
I think I am
Yeah,
maybe confusing it with
because the calls is more like future. I mean, it's kind of on the same page, but the calls is more like futuristic with glow and stuff.
yeah,
No, it's future
let me find it.
traders.
Future traders. That's what it was. Let's see. I swear to God, it looked similar. Yeah, kind of similar.
Yeah, kind of.
Uh,
It's But yeah, I don't like it much. That's a thing that worries me because I mean, even if you don't want to consider art because of the utility, I mean, we're talking that this is what everyone is gonna see on Twitter and on social media.
this this looks like my Photoshop for my thumbnails. Like I copy and paste a shirt and then a head
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then and do a little contrast exposure and then paste it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I
here,
mean, I see what you're saying. Go ahead.
yeah, that here because I was just reading what Jared said. He says he's on my same page on art, and he will wait to see if it doubles in like a gap between 1 and 3 months. And I would say the same thing. Here is more of a bet to see if they're gonna deliver the roadmap or not. I mean, it's gonna be straight. The price is gonna be directly related to if they release the roadmap and work it properly or not. For me, it's gonna be. I mean, it's what it's supposed to happen. But I mean, there's nothing much they can do other than just build and release everything that it's on the roadmap. There's nothing much they can do. They cannot relate on art, and I don't know if they can relate on community, because when you have such a dump on the price, it's really hard to just focus on community, because people start to get a little bit scared that they are gonna lose their money. No, I don't think it's that one.
Yeah, I've been trying to find it, but I don't have it in there. But yeah, I mean, they that 1,483 owners, total supply 6,900, listed 298. I'm gonna look this up on
No.
SoulSniper instead. But
The
I don't
listings are
like Magic
okay.
Eden's. Okay.
l- the listings are okay for the actual size of the collection, but yeah, there's a few things that worry me. Art, and I think it was minted for like 3 sol. I don't remember actually. I checked. I remember checking this collection for a long time, but when they were gonna mint, I thought it was like too high, so I didn't mint it.
Yeah. I haven't used Soul Sniper in the longest time.
Yeah,
There's like God damn, there we go. All right, so listing has gone up right now.
yeah,
Interesting. And it's starting to come down a little bit. Where are we at? Is this the right Legion listen I'm looking at? Why is it
yeah.
25 here? 30. Why is it 25, 30 here? Am I reading this wrong? Uh
Ye- no, it's probably, if you couldn't see it on Tensor, there might be an
oh,
issue with the
that's why.
marketplaces.
That's why. I got in USD dollars right now.
Oh, US, that's no.
Yeah. All right. So we got a one sold right now. Okay, listings
I
up.
hate when this
I'm
happens. That all the that the graph breaks because of one
yeah.
listing really high.
Yeah, I mean I find it quite interesting that the listing has gone extremely high. 4% right now, which
Yeah.
is not bad. I
No,
mean,
5% for
4%.
a collection. Once you have a collection above 5K, for me, between 10, below 10 is already good. Reaching 5 is really good, because one sweep and you're rocking. But I don't know. I mean, I would. The thing is, since I'm not following the project, there's a few things I might be missing. I don't want to give my I'm giving my opinion from what I'm seeing and straight from data, not from announcements or stuff on their Discord.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean this one for sure. I have an NFT. I'm gonna keep it for a while and see where this one's going. Again, backed by Solana Ventures, big brain. So
Yeah,
one soul. I mean, for me, it's just like okay, well, one soul's
yeah. I mean,
it's not $20. So
worst
I
thing,
got it.
if they are supported by Solana Ventures and Big Brain, they are not gonna rug. So worst thing can happen. For me, it's not gonna go much further down. Point 0.8 maybe as the worst thing that can happen, but I don't see it going further down from point 0.8. Point 0.8 would be my like top bottom.
Now we also have Yugi,
Yugi
you
BAO.
you Yugi BAO as well.
Yeah.
Let's look at this one. I've actually never looked at this one. Oh yeah, I did look at this one. This is the
Yeah.
one I looked at. What we looked at like 4 days ago or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, decentralized digital content studio by Morgana Studios. Okay, first of all, this thing looks pretty cool right here.
Yeah.
I really like that art right there, just the way it's designed and branded here. And I remember seeing their studio. I think they had like a small studio. They had like a whiteboard or something where they actually showed how they're making this product. These guys looked legit the last time we
Yeah.
looked at this. So
They remind me to the Claynosaurz studio in some sort of matter. Not the same thing, but it looks good. They already minted out, because
yeah,
they dropped the NFTs. They dropped an OG collection that was really solid on the floor price, and then they released the full size collection. I don't know where they are sitting right now. I'm gonna check it on Magic Eden. But I like it. I like the NFTs. This is one of those 3D arts that I like, that I actually enjoy. But as always, 3D art is one thing that worries me a lot when checking an NFT collection,
Yeah. The only
because
the only difference is that this is more like a studio. So
yeah.
like that's like the big key thing. And here it is, Morgana Studios. We are a VFX and animation studio based in Madrid,
Oh,
Spain, Madrid.
didn't
Yeah.
know they were Spanish as well.
Yeah, that's crazy. They're Spanish. And that you could probably ask them some stuff Spanish, maybe an interview or something. That
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
that would be really
Sure,
cool.
sure.
See if they want to actually come on. But yeah, just looking at this right here, I mean, just the way they made this, the background, they have the smoke in the background. They really put details into this. You could tell they're professionals. Looks
Yeah.
cool, man. I definitely enjoy it. I definitely like competition in the animation studio area with Claynosaurz, and I'm sure they're probably gonna network whatnot. But
Yeah, and checking by the floor price and the data, I would say they are getting on an interesting point, because they dropped around 6 to 7 sol. They pumped to like 12. They were steady on 8 until someone is some I'm probably the reveal, and they dumped to like 5, and they keep dumping slowly and steady to
oh,
4.
are they dumping right now?
They are at 4, yep.
Oh, that's
The
I
list,
mean, I'm
but
thinking
this is
about.
a yeah, but this is something surprising, because they have dropped from like 5 to 4, but the listings went down.
What?
Normally there's a correlation between listings and the price. The price goes up and the listings go down, and vice versa. And here I'm checking that listings were around 50. No, what's this? Oh no, never mind. This is the RSI. Never mind, never mind. I was
Now
checking the
here I got
wrong.
here's the studio. I mean, just you
Yeah.
can tell. Just look what they're doing right here. It just looks completely way more than hiring someone from Fiverr. I could say that. Just these guys are complete professionals, man. Just look at that. Like they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Now, specialized in creative direction, 3D animation, visual effects. Our studio is located in the sunny cosmopolitan Madrid. 3D animation. Uh, our qualified team with experience in pipeline 3D production design have been working in 3D animation VFX such as Despicable Me 2, one of my favorites. I love Despicable Me. Daniel Jones, Capture the Flag, Koshi, The Everlasting Adventures, Captain Wasp. I haven't heard of any of these, but besides Despicable Me, but just the way these guys have presented themselves, uh, yeah, really, really
Seems that they
awesome.
know what they're doing.
Yeah, they got an animation lab here, Meet Slice. They're showing their products. Cool, man. Cool. So let me pull out that what you were talking about, their actual
Yeah.
how would you what do they actually call their collection? The
Yugi
Yugi
BAO.
BAO?
Yeah, yeah.
Here, dang, they really took a dump. Was this because of the pre-sale?
I'm
Interesting.
thinking more of the reveal,
Okay. Just got
because
three
they
both just got three of both collections. Good review. Me too on art thinking one, two. Oh, that was the other one. That's the But yeah, I mean, this is definitely I'm actually getting interested in this for because I remember seeing this up here and just seeing it at 4. Dude, dude, I'm actually probably liking it. I'm probably gonna tell Soul Investor about this and see what he thinks. I mean, he's more of a flipper. He might want to get in this as well if he does see it. But
yeah.
this is a good one, man. What do you think? As far as just
Yeah,
like thinking about it?
yeah, I really like it. It's I like it. I like it. The only thing I would say, it's on the percentage of the listings,
Yeah, highly on
but
that.
it's a little bit high. But it can be. There's some work to be done here. it can go further down if they give some solid announcements. I mean, we've seen how Clayno managed after the initial pump. They managed to load the listings and pump again. So why not? It can perfectly be done.
Yeah, the only thing with the listing is 13%. I mean, this could go a lot further down. If you know if they don't, the hype, the tweets, and all that, just who knows? This could definitely go back down to like two or somewhere there if people start listing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see for sure where this goes. But yeah, out of all, Jared, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love there. That was awesome. That was cool. Now we also have something else as well. It was called the what was this one? This was the Monkey DAO drama. The Monkey DAO drama. What is going on here, man? It just seems like it keeps on going. People are people are literally still fighting about if Monkey DAO should separate or not. I think there's a little civil war happening. I mean, have you seen this?
No, I haven't seen anything on the Monkey DAO drama. I wanted you to explain or show it to me.
Yeah, I mean, there's still things. So basically, Hadeswap right now
Yeah.
they announced that it took them about 6 days to buy out uh Solana Monkey business. They said that it took them 3 days to negotiate, 3 days for to buy out the actual collection because the monkeys were basically saying they took all this time to build this up, yada yada, and then that happened, and like people were kind of laughing because it's like, wow, it only took them 6 days, like it took you forever, but overall, there's still people who don't like this idea because they think they're like the secondary collection, and they don't want to become secondary. They want to be their own,
Yeah.
and we just don't know where this is gonna go. But I don't know, honestly. I don't know I don't know who's gonna take the lead in this. I don't know if the Nam is gonna work with Hadeswap on building this product out, or if they're gonna go with their second collection. But there are people on Twitter who are just like kind of like uh, speaking against it. I mean, if you even if you look at MonkeDAO, you can see right here people saying, and it's like a long list of people that basically said right here, if I could find it real quick, they stand with MonkeDAO. That was basically the tweet, and they just here I stand with MonkeDAO. I stand with MonkeDAO. I stand with MonkeDAO. It's just I stand with MonkeDAO. It's just just this little thing going on, resentment, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We'll
that's the
see.
drama.
We'll see what happened with the Monkey DAO. I mean, it's one of the things that have been at least giving us some content to just grab some popcorn and check it from
Grass
from the
some
Twitter feed.
popcorn. For
Yeah. I
sure,
mean,
because I for
I
sure.
love this kind of I prefer this kind of drama and not like everyone pointing at someone because he's a roger or because his balloons bill or stuff like that. I prefer to see this kind of drama than those things that might hurt that might actually hurt people's pockets. So I prefer it this way.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I honestly think hate swap issues so are gonna look for the best for the monkeys because
Yeah.
they don't disappoint. They tend to work with the community. They have a plan. I don't know what that plan is, but they bought these monkeys and they have a really big brand. Oh, look at that Solana legend, man. The historical person on Solana monkey business. That's how I got into the monkey. That was through him actually. But
Yeah.
yeah, anyways, any last words you have for
Mm,
the community?
no, not last words. I just wanna say, if anyone wants my opinion on this, that it's okay. I mean, even though with all the drama that is going on, it's okay to be. It's not scared. It's afraid. I mean, changes always are like stressful, and it's okay that monkeys think that they are like they want to change everything and they want to ruin the collection. It's just a little bit of fear and frustration, and it's okay. It's normal, and probably it will end up going to the best direction possible. I don't think the Solana monkey business and the MonkeDAO are gonna be going down because of all this hate swap buying and everything that is going on. So it's okay they are worried. I would be even more worried if they didn't stand up and say anything, like just let HateSwap do their thing. I would be really surprised, because normally what things how things work is that if you have a community already built and someone gets into your community, you don't want to like give everything on their hand and just take the keys and do whatever you want. You
Yeah.
should at least stand up and say, hey, we're not gonna let you do whatever you want. This is how things are gonna be done here. So I'm really happy that that MonkeDAO is standing up against this, just to put some tension on it. I don't I like it how it's going right now, and I like it that it's not getting like into personal matters and like throwing hate just to hate up just because.
Yeah. That I like those points. Those were some good points right there. A little bit of it kind of makes me think. Um like if them talking would really help on just seeing another perspective of things from another point of view that
Yeah.
I would have never seen. Because for me, like when I saw that, I was like, oh, awesome, and I never really thought of the other things involved with what could be the issues. So yeah, that's a nice point. But overall, that's basically everything we have on what's going on in Solana, the NFT drama, and a lot of cool stuff that we talked about. A lot of thanks for the comments on what you guys want to look at. We actually found one that we actually might like. And yeah, just in general, lots of NFTs right now still. Let's put in a seven just quickly where where we're at right now with the favorites. Everything right now is in what the it was basically in red. Just so there's only a couple of greens and well, never mind. There we go. So all
There we go.
right, so
Yeah, I
there we
was
go.
wearing
So
of the
choose
red
the
carpet.
warrior. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Um, this one was the actual. Oh, this is actually the pre-sale tickets. Never mind. But Magic Ticket back up again,
Oh,
with their
nice.
actual. Yeah, that was an interesting one. We have Claynosaurz. Obviously, we talked about that a little bit. ABC's going back up. We have Ooze that we did. This just happened right now as we
Yeah, yeah.
did it happen because of us, but we have the monkeys still doing their thing. We have Subber Key back up at 5, which is the giveaway project. I do have one of those. Maybe will
Yeah.
I sell it? Probably not for a while. I'm gonna keep that one for a little bit. We have breadheads. I think we need to look at this one, talk about this one a little bit in the next call. But
Yeah, we
yeah,
could.
overall, and we got all that stuff right there in the reds. Man, Bonksy's down. Kikiverse down, Future Trades down, Maddie's Saga passed down at 3.66. There's an interesting one. And Tire Robotics
What happened to
141.
Entrepreneurs?
Where's Entrepreneurs?
A
Oh,
2
Entrepreneurs.
2.5. What happened
Did you
here?
see the software
No, I
on how
didn't.
they Oh my god.
That answers everything. I think
Dude. Okay.
you said
When
everything
I
with
s-
your reaction.
when I saw this, I thought this looked like if you remember like the 1980s Russian nuclear program. eh,
Yeah.
If you look at this, I think you'll probably think similar. Okay, let me show you real quick on how this actually looks like because I thought it was gonna be an amazing, this whole Dex software. But if I could find the site, man, I really want to show you on
Check it.
how it looks like.
You can check it on Magic Eden probably. They most
Can
likely
oh,
have the
it's right
here
here.
Giga Dex the app.
So this how it basically presented itself right here.
No way.
Boom, right there. Yeah, this is it.
No way.
This.
This is
Is it right
literally
here?
this is the the the
Dude, look
the template of every single casino in Solana. And
at
there's supposed to be a Dex. No, no, this is really bad. I mean, and now I get why everyone is so
dude,
upset about this
I
one
can
and they dumped
I
so
can
hard.
make this on Python. I can code this on Python. A square 2 by 4 on Python with the basic text and the
Yeah.
underline and
This is
everything else
really
here. It's
messed
just
up.
this is all this feels like it's Web 1.0 software. So it's hilarious, man. It's just how it
Uh,
looks like.
I I hate when these things happen because they always make angry people on Twitter be right that why would you pay someone this much money for their NFT collection if they're not gonna use it to actually develop the product? I mean, they have one thing to do, one thing, deliver a cool product. Look at the
They say this they're gonna turn
current
this
state,
into this. So
but you already have the money. What are you even talking about?
yeah, yeah. Well, that's
I know this
that.
is really bad.
Yeah, it is really bad, and I'm surprised it's at 2.49. This should be like at 0.30 right now. And if it's at 0.30, I'll probably I wouldn't even say it out because then you'll have other people want to do it too. But yeah, if it's at 0.30, I'll start thinking of stuff. Uh,
But yeah, I
but
mean, just check compare it to Tensor. Tensor looks like this is
yeah.
the guy she tells you not to worry about, and you are Gigadex. That-
There you go, dude. Dude, that's what happened. Oh, you know what's kind of making me think crazy is brain and zombies right now. Okay,
These are still
so,
things.
yeah, yeah, dude. Okay, they're at 0.37 right now. They're not being talked
Yeah,
about. It was a horrible run. They screwed up. They opened the faucet. There was like 22,000 mints that blew up that drowned the mint price. That diluted the whole season two's coming out. It's
yeah.
at 0.37. I think it could possibly go to 1 Solana. I if if it actually
If
plays
if
out
the,
differently.
if they done messed up again,
Yeah. Yeah. So this is I'm actually thinking a little bit on this one. I'm gonna look at the Twitter. I'm gonna see what if they're liking some random things here and there secretly, and see if there's like some hidden secrets coming out. January 3, nothing yet. It's February 16. I'm just waiting. I'm just looking at this stuff, seeing how this is gonna play out. But other than that, I mean that's really in the Reds. I did buy a Lunar last week, and another one
really.
around this price. Yeah, that's been just my main play. But anyways, that's everything we have. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. You mint that like button. Keeps us going for a very long time. If you keep minting that like button, and
Yeah.
much love. And make sure you subscribe to our actual Twitters as well at Zircon Soul at Phil X Contreras. And also, much love and peace.